Something big just happened in North America, and it's not another Twitter fight. Ontario Premier Doug Ford has stepped into a growing showdown with President Donald Trump, and Ford's message is loud, clear, and fearless. Canada will not be pushed around anymore.
People go over, have some wings, they go over, get a couple of groceries. Canadians are no longer flying to Florida. They're not. Their snowbirds have basically, it's dried up. There's been an organic boycott of tourism into America. Do you support that? And are you going to go to Florida this year?
Yeah, so let me tell you, it's going to be the first time I'm not going to Florida. But I talk to so many people. Don't let this guy, Trump, determine and ruin your life and everything. That's my personal choice. Maybe some families have gone to Florida their whole lives. Go to Florida. That's great. But I encourage you to stay here and support local tourism. But you can't let the one tyrant change your lives, right? You just can't let it happen. I'm doing it out of my own personal choice because I just can't do it. But don't let this guy change your lives. If you go down and you see, maybe their grandparents are down there, maybe they're somewhere else. So we'll get through this. But they're hurting down there right now. They're hurting on all fronts. They're hurting on their economy. President Trump is at the lowest rating that any president has been in the first year, and God knows probably 100 years. So it's taking effect. And I always say, we love our American friends, and the Americans love Canadians. And there's just one guy I just don't see eye to eye with this, President Trump. So we'll keep fighting. And I'll never apologize to that guy, ever. Keep giving it to him. Thank you.
Why the heat? It all boils down to economics and pride. Trump's trade actions have put serious pressure on Canadian businesses. The U.S. slapped on tariffs, extra taxes on Canadian goods, and that shook industries from steel to farming. If these tariffs fully hit, experts warn they could slow growth, cut jobs, and raise prices for everyday Canadians. Ford isn't standing quietly while that happens. Ford's words echo something many Canadians have felt for a long time. Canada has been too polite for too long. Instead of whispering concerns behind closed doors, Ford took the fight straight to the public. "Don't let one man dictate our lives," Ford said. And with that line, he spoke for a growing number of Canadians who are tired of being treated like an afterthought.
With tariffs and economic uncertainty taking direct aim at our economy, targeting Ontario workers and businesses is more important than ever that we support new opportunities for workers and attract new jobs and investments, including in Ontario's tourism industry. Here in Niagara, the tourism sector already brings in $3 billion every single year, with more than 13 million visitors coming to Niagara from across Ontario and around the world. And Stan, you said it bang on. You go anywhere in the world, or Mayor as well, you go anywhere in the world, ask them where Toronto is. They aren't 100% sure. Ask them where Niagara Falls is. They know exactly where Niagara Falls is. Now we say it's an hour from Toronto. Give them a rough ballpark figure there. The highlight of every trip to Niagara is the falls itself, with the incredible Horseshoe Falls and iconic attractions like the Niagara City Cruises or the journey behind the falls, but the region has so much more to offer. It has incredible history and culture, world-famous restaurants and wineries, world-class gaming and casinos, and family-friendly attractions, as well as the beautiful Niagara Escarpment. With the proper support and the right vision, Niagara Falls and the entire Niagara region can be an engine for Ontario's economy and even a bigger tourist destination than it already is. And I guess that's our goal, Mayor and Stan, that the average stay, 1.7 days or something, 1.5 days. We want to make it a week long, 4 days long, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Now here's where it gets interesting. Ford didn't just complain. He pointed toward action. He talked about strengthening Canada's tourism industry by encouraging Canadians to explore their own country instead of automatically traveling to the U.S. He praised people choosing Canadian wine, beer, and spirits. He applauded those who support local businesses instead of defaulting to American products. The message was simple: build Canada by investing in Canada. And Canadians are responding.
And that brings us for what we're here today to announce. Today, I'm thrilled to announce our government Destination Niagara strategy, a multi-billion-dollar plan to build new world-class attractions, elevate Niagara's casino and gaming experience, meaning we want more casinos, big, large casinos, to come here, boost, and we are doing that. So all the big casinos in Niagara, I'm making a clear message to you, you're welcome to Niagara. Boost local arts and culture, and improve the region's transportation network with the ambitious goal of attracting 25 million annual visitors and generating $3 billion of additional revenue for Niagara every year. We want to double the number of visitors who come to Niagara every year, and we want to double the amount of time that they spend in Niagara, enjoying all it has to offer and supporting the local economy.
Across social media and in daily conversations, people are asking a real question. Why spend money south of the border when Canada has so much to offer at home? That shift matters. It keeps money in local communities and sends a message that Canada can stand on its own feet. Of course, critics rushed in. Some say Ford is just putting on a show. They argue that trade deals and energy exports are federal matters and that Ford doesn't control them. They say it's all talk. But here's the reality. Even if Ford doesn't hold every lever of power, his words carry weight. Leadership isn't only about paperwork. It's about setting tone. And right now, the tone across Canada is changing.
And I just got to tell you about the wineries and the alcohol sector. It is booming. I want to thank the people of Ontario for buying Ontario wine. I think it's up 70 some odd percent, I think it was 76% or even higher, including agritourism as well as the unique festivals, arts and cultures offerings that make Niagara so unforgettable. And of course, as we welcome the millions of new visitors that we're expecting here in Niagara, we'll invest to ensure we have the highways, the transit, the airports that are needed to help people get here quickly and conveniently. Our vision to expand the runway by 3,000 feet, Mayor, 3,000 feet, that will get all the big planes around the world in? Because if we got to go 5,000, let's do the 5,000, and we'll get everyone from all over. We're going to revitalize that airport. We're going to ask the federal government for their support as well. This is going to bring people in from all over the world, and we're going to move quick on this, allowing passenger flights arrive from around the world, bringing in even more tourism dollars and creating even more jobs. Our Destination Niagara strategy will build the region into a tourism powerhouse with incredible sites and attractions that will entertain families and support our workers. Together, we're going to build a place that welcomes families from across our province and across the world so they can experience the very best Ontario, Niagara, and Canada have to offer. Together, we're going to protect Ontario workers and businesses and build the most resilient, self-reliant, and competitive economy in the G7. I want to thank everyone for having us here today, and may God bless the people of Ontario. Thank you so much.
Canada is exploring new markets, new partners, and new paths forward. That mix of loud resistance and quiet strategy is shaping a new Canadian response. This raises a serious question. Is this a turning point in Canada-US relations? It feels like one. For decades, Canada leaned on patience and goodwill. This moment feels different. Canadians are hearing something they rarely hear from their leaders: confidence, defiance, self-respect. This isn't just about tariffs or tourism. It's about identity. It's about whether Canada sees itself as a confident country or a permanent junior partner. Doug Ford tapped into that feeling. Love him or hate him, he hit a nerve. Now the big question remains. Did Doug Ford just change the conversation? Maybe he did. Maybe Canada is done playing nice. Maybe this is the start of a country that stands taller, speaks louder, and protects its future without fear.